What if Luke failed to blow up the Death Star? What if Leia turned to the dark side? What if Yoda was a psycho mass murderer? Yeah, sometimes what-if stories are really great examples of what not to do with beloved characters. Today's story obviously takes place in the asteroid field that is Star Wars. And these days it sure does feel like the probability of successfully navigating through this fandom is approximately 3,720 to 1. So we'll let you decide on your own if Star Wars Infinity's portrayal of Jedi Master Yoda feels a little off. I'm Jocelyn and I do all the research nobody else wants to, straight from the desk of Death Battle! Yeah, so in this version of A New Hope, the proton torpedoes just don't work. For reasons. The rebellion has lost, and our heroes are suddenly in hot water. There isn't time! There never is! And they need to get out of there. We have important what-ifing to do after all. Unfortunately, Leia gets captured because some things never change. And Luke ends up on Dagobah to begin his big boy Jedi training. There he meets Yoda, and a lot earlier than he did in Empire Strikes Back. But he's still the sage old Jedi we remember him being. Weird conman shtick and all. He's filled to the brim with life lessons, trains Luke in the Force, and touts all of that peace and understanding stuff. He doesn't even train Luke to use his lightsaber. In fact, at this point, Yoda has thrown his own lightsaber away. He's the model Jedi, exactly who we remember him to be, a hero with zero psychopathic tendencies. Right? Anyways, everything else about Luke's training is the same, except for this time when he decapitates Lord Father in that Force cave, it turns out to be Leia's face under the mask. Dun dun dun! I feel like we need something stronger than foreshadowing here. How about on the nosing? Cause you guessed it, Leia wasn't just a captive, she was Darth Vader's Sith apprentice, whether she liked it or not. She even got the old
"We can rule the galaxy together as father and daughter. I mean as old guy and young lady"
speech. So the group decides enough is enough, and they need to save Leia. But this time, Yoda is coming along. I guess in this timeline, he wasn't bored to literal death by Luke's inability to lift an X-Wing. Okay, let's pause for a second. Guys, I have a sponsor. Take it away, sponsor.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Life is full of twists and turns, stress, changes, grief, moments of growth, and moments where we feel like we're taking a few steps back. And it's important to show up for yourself throughout all the struggles that life can bring.
BetterHelp Online Therapy is here for the twists and turns, and will assess your needs and can match you with your own licensed professional therapist in less than 48 hours.
In a world that can be so lonely and isolated as ours, sometimes it's nice to have someone to talk to and bounce your feelings off of. It's more affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available.
Visit betterhelp.com/deskov, that's better HELP, and join the over 2 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional.
In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
And here's a special offer just for you. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/deskov. And thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this show.
So they head off to Coruscant, but not before Yoda drops this gem.
Long has it been since I have sat in the Temple of the Jedi. Many fond memories have I of my days on Coruscant.
What? Didn't you watch like everyone you know die at the hands of a super obvious coup? This clone army came out of nowhere. Should we trust them with our lives? Yup, nothing suspicious about that. I mean, I guess Yoda was pretty different in his prequel days. The guy was kinda gung-ho on the Clone Wars, amongst some shady circumstances. But then he fails the Jedi, fails the Republic, and learns from his mistakes. That's how he becomes the peaceful and wise Yoda we meet in Empire. Right? I got a bad feeling about this. Well, he ends up Jedi mind-tricking his way into taking control of the Death Star and destroying the Imperial fleet in orbit over Coruscant. Meanwhile, Luke and Han end up in the Emperor's palace, where an episode of Jerry Springer breaks out during Leia and Luke's duel. Luke drops the brother bomb, the two reconcile, but the Emperor is obviously pissed and starts zapping. Anakin returns and steps in long enough for his children to escape, but unfortunately for him, there wasn't a huge reactor shaft to throw the guy upside down, so Annie dies, failing to stop the Emperor once and for all. But in this timeline, that wasn't his destiny. All of a sudden, Yoda appears on screen and announces that he's coming for the Emperor! Yoda, clearly still pissed about their last tumble in Coruscant, is just calling to taunt the guy. It's not like Yoda FaceTimed him just in time to stop him from killing Anakin. No, he just wants to freak the guy out before he flies the Death Star directly into the planet. Yoda straight up genocides an entire city planet. Not only that, but he decides to do it without mentioning any part of that batshit crazy plan to the rest of the group. Cool, Yoda. Yeah, you keep that part of the plan where you destroy the planet your buddies are on to yourself. No heads up, no force text to Luke warning them they're gonna die if they don't get out of there. Side note, would Yoda's text be green bubble or blue bubble? Green bubble while he's still kicking and blue bubble after he croaks? Agreed. Moving on. So yeah, this fun little what-if story really leans into a Yoda that did not process his grief very well. The war ends, some time passes, and Yoda is remembered as a hero for ending the Empire and the lives of so many people. To recap, Yoda, the Jedi, like master of all sacred life and energy that binds and connects us all, ditches his non-violent playbook and pretty much gives into the dark side to enact petty revenge on the Emperor, killing trillions in the process. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Fun fact, all Death Battle members are 73.6% stronger and happier. So don't miss out on your chance to directly support the team by clicking that join button. And thanks for watching!